Good morning, everyone, and once again, welcome to Smart Office Network TV. I'm Mark Eibner, and today my guest with me here is Kirby Smith. Kirby, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mark. Nice to be here.
Another successful Friday, and we'll be going through our Smart Office Network TV, what we consider the ultimate sales meeting. Don't forget, you can either send in your chat to 720-217-5853 in the form of a text, or use the live chat on the screen. Kirby's manning that personally. And this is our weekly news, tips, ongoing communications for all the members of the Metro Brokers Smart Office Network. So we're happy to be here today. I am back from Inman, so we'll be going over some of that stuff. Remember, Smart Office Network stands for Synergy, Marketing, Administration, Real Estate, and Technology. And as I was saying before, Kirby, you weren't there, but our show today, we're going to talk about Inman.
Very good. I'm excited to hear about that.
You know, you've been there before. This is the first time you haven't went since. You went last summer to San Francisco, right?
I think I went the last four, including one in New York. Yeah, so that was two in the same year. Yeah.
Excellent. So we got some stuff we can chat about there. Yeah. Don't forget our sponsors today. Once again, IPTV Boys Media. IPTV Boys Media is responsible for the production of this show today at Smart Office Network TV. They specialize in video production and video hosting, video syndication. Also, I'll have a number of proprietary blogs, and gives us access to KCDO television, Channel 3, seen by about 1.2 million viewers here in the metropolitan area. Also, Meridian Title and Escrow, Supreme Service, and valuable dividends for our broker share owners, and Metro Brokers, of course, 33 years later, still the only true 100% commission franchise. And I saw a lot of people. There's a lot of people going independent. There's a lot of people, Kirby. That was a big thing. Is there's a franchise war on right now, and I mean that was some of the conversation at Inman. The bottom line is there's a whole sector of agents out there that still only do 2 deals a year.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you mean there's franchise war?
Well, I mean there's a lot of people that are just bailing from the big name franchises. You know.
And do they give a reason for that? An overall?
Well, I just think, from what I could tell from all the it's just all the split issues. I think it's getting tougher and tougher for these guys to do deals. So when they actually do a deal, it's really hard to choke 30% or something.
Right. Franchise fees, everything is always in a plus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on an 80-20 plus, and pretty soon you're down at a 70.
Yeah, and everyone's got cap fees, but usually cap fees don't include the 5%, 6%, 7% franchise fee.
Right.
That's always there.
Right. They reset at the end of the year, starting all over.
Start all over.
Right.
Yeah. And there's some stuff going on that I think some agents are just going out there on their own. A lot of the really successful agents at Inman, there's a high percentage of them that are in fact independents or small brokerages. That's what I sensed. Not that there weren't big companies there. So don't forget about our offices. We'll run through these real quick. Highlands Ranch, Inverness Business Park, Park Meadows, Denver Northwest, Platt Park on Old Pearl Street, of course, Stapleton Town Center. All of our members have access to these offices. Also wanted to put a note out that there are new lockbox combos and keys on a couple of the offices. So if you have any questions or use the offices, specifically Platt Park and Highlands Ranch, give me a buzz. I think Stapleton too. Just call me on new lockbox information and new key issuance. So
very good.
All yours is, you're still just card key and key, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Real quick on stats, so we can just get on to the Inman and other services. We're going to run over these real quick. Sales volume to date closed as of yesterday morning, 27,257 transactions residential. That's 4,600 higher than last year. Closed volume last year was 22,580. Days on market 82 versus 100. Average sold price last year 260,803. This year 272,793. So upwards average median price of 11,990.
You know, I was at a meeting yesterday and I quoted that. You know, talking about that many sales, meaning there's 50,000 closed transactions year to date, and I think that was maybe the most uplifting thing I said all day.
Yeah.
You know, it raised a lot of eyebrows.
Yeah, well, the deals are closing. Right here is We got 27,257 here on the residential side, and this is our condo sales. Condo sales seem to be, I think they seem to be slowing a little bit here. We are at a sales volume as of yesterday of 5,988. That's only 473 over the 5,500 last year. Days on market's up slightly to 91. That's up from, I believe, days on market differential used to be 18. It's 13 days better. And average sold price seems like the gap is slowing there. 173,540 versus 169. So average medium increase 4,274. I guess if we just took 3%, that's really cost of living at a minimum right there on appreciation. 3 at 100,000 is $3,000. It's not even quite 3%, is it?
Right.
Annually. So it seems like condo and townhomes are slowing. That market is. I think there's a lot of, I think there's some FHA, HOA. I think there's some issues at bay that make selling some townhomes and condos tough today.
Right, absolutely. There's a lot of complexes out there that are not FHA approvable, and it mostly, I think, has to do with having to have 50% owner occ.
Yeah, the owner occupancy, $1 million bonds. Oh, lots of issues, and it looks like even Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac are even being tougher than FHA on a project approval. So if you don't have a project approval and you got a condo or a townhome listed, I think you need to look into that prior to getting it under contract.
Yeah, and if you're showing buyers, that may be the second best question. You know, we used to ask, is this a short sale? Now we don't have to do that. Now that the MLS has clarified that for us.
Right.
But we need to know whether or not it's FHA approved. If you've got an FHA buyer, or even if you've got a conventional buyer that's going to require FHA, condo approval.
Yeah, there are some projects out there that the only way people are going to be able to buy them on a loan is portfolio or local lender, a key bank or something like that.
Yeah, we had a nice little chat going through the communications hotline about that last week. The week before. It was very enlightening.
So mortgage rates still hanging low. I mean, the bottom line is 30-year fixed are at 4.5, 4.57. 15-year fixed are at 4.07, just up slightly. 5/1 ARMs are up slightly to basically 4, up from 3.79, and a 1-year ARM. 1-year ARM is starting at 3.75. That's down from 3.80. So rates are still tremendously, from any historical standpoint, low. It's almost like free money.
Yeah.
Free money if you can get your people to get a loan.
Right.
Service systems highlight, once again, theme 2010 is success. It's your own damn fault. Of course, wherever you go, there you are. That's, I think more and more, I think there was a lot of people looking in the mirror at Inman this year on, there's nothing to blame, nothing to do right now. It's everything is 100% up to the broker, up to the broker managers, up to the brokerages, but to provide the tools. But it still comes down to the wherewithal, that the gumption that an individual agent has.
Yeah, you got to dig deep right now, and the people who are digging deep are doing very well.
Yeah. So yeah, me and Tom were Tom Guest, president-elect for Metro Brokers, 2011. We're talking about there's just no easy deals anymore. Like, when's the last time you had someone call you up to meet you at a new home project? Because they had signed everything, they just needed you to give their signature.
Right. That was a while ago.
Yeah, $400,000 house, 3% builder co-op. I mean, think about it. $12,000 to sign your name and go to the closing.
Right. Yeah. No, it's been a while.
Yeah, you just don't even.
I haven't even thought of that in 2 years.
I got one recently that would qualify under that, but they had the tax credit helping them. So.
Qualify as an easy deal? Or?
Yeah, where I just kind of showed up and.
Very nice.
Yeah, but that's not like one every month. That's not going on anymore.
Nope.
Hey, and all you people out there that, we just came back from Inman, and I'll just tell you that from an innovative product, from what we have at Metro Brokers, you've got to, people have got to start using their enhanced user sites. They're great sites to supplement any other site that you have. I know very matter-of-factly from a lot of my traffic on our blogs that I do get traffic directed from the links and stuff I have on my site. And the sites are going to be changing a little bit. Next Friday, so a week from today, July 22nd, we will be pushing out a new version. This is just a screenshot right here of kind of a new look and feel of Metro Brokers, how the site's going to look. We've kind of went back to our red and yellow.
July 22nd. Okay.
Next Friday?
Well, that's next Thursday.
Thursday. It is, then it'd be Thursday that's getting pushed.
You know, I'm having, okay, so at our Wednesday meeting at my office, we pulled up the site, and there was all kinds of new stuff on it.
Well, there is. There's going to be more new stuff.
And there's going to be even more. Well, so I called corporate office, and they're coming Wednesday to my office to teach a class on all the new things that we saw on Wednesday.
Yeah,
and then it's going to change on Thursday?
I don't know if it's going to change that much. You're seeing the look and feel right now of how it's going to look. There's going to be like your personal identity. You can add your LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook profiles and stuff like that to your profile, so it shows up on your front page. So really on your enhanced page, like this site right here, underneath everything else, they should be able to actually see your Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter profile amongst everything else there. And
well, I wonder if Michael Ann is going to be able to bring a beta version of that. Do you know?
We will see. I have a beta sign-in if you want to actually look at it and see what's in there. All so right. That, you know, in the back. The biggest thing that we're going to be going to, just so people know, there is more social media integration into the new site. We're also turning in our applications for Android, iPhone, and BlackBerry. Terabits has constructed and does have the Android and the iPhone apps that can be made available in the App Store.
Excellent.
So we just have to give Andropod.
Yeah.
Andropid.
That's the newest phone.
It is. It's an Andropid. Yes. Andropids. We didn't talk about that, but yeah, they basically we have to submit the license to get it customized to Metro Brokers. They send in the code, and then you can download those apps on your iPhone, Android, or BlackBerry as far as GPS, geo positioning, searching versus we do have, if you just go to Metro Brokers Online /iPhone right now, you can actually search from an Android and search from an iPhone. It's a very basic search. You can do an MLS search, address search, zip code search, and it gives you all the properties, but the apps actually find you where you are as far as your
that's
geo.
Good to know. I didn't know it worked on the Android.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good thing to bookmark in your phone if you want to do a quick down and dirty search on a property, address, or zip code area.
Good.
Some other things in the new site, of course, we've got flyers, newsletters, drip marketing, and of course we will now have what we call geographic office sites. So all the offices, we have 84 office locations, will, besides having the corporate site, the enhanced user sites, we're going to have what's called enhanced office sites. Office sites will contain just the brokers therein, their listings, etc., and a way for our brokers to promo their offices.
Yeah, that's a great enhancement.
Yeah, so that'll be nice. That's happening too. That's one of the things that's holding us up a little bit on how the searches are done, how leads are handled, how properties are displayed. Because it's very, Metro Brokers itself is pretty difficult for some of these web designers based on all the rules they have to make. Another thing, Sharper Agent, I know you were involved in that. Initial negotiations, that started way back with a couple years ago.
Yeah, Tim Wade.
Mm-hmm. I think we're finally there. Inman, there was a contract brought up and a price negotiated, so Sharper Agent will be available to all of our agents on a very reduced price. It'll be accessible through our website. So and I think the biggest difference, the biggest thing for Sharper Agent is the ability to generate cards, just listed, just sold, a myriad of different selections. You can basically design, point, click, send to printer, printer sends to mail. So,
excellent.
Yeah, I think there's some agents that already use Sharper Agent, should be able to save them some money, and people that aren't using Sharper Agent be able to get them some savings too.
And you get to access that right off of the Metro Brokers website.
Correct. Yep.
Super. It's good to see that come to fruition.
Yep. Our accountability program with Chuck Blakeman. which is our fast track double your income. Just started what was yesterday, right? Or Wednesday.
Yep.
And you're in that class, so you were there for the first time, and comments so far?
I'm learning to conate.
Conate. Sweet.
Yeah, and I have a favorite quote that's come out of that so far.
Which is?
Which is, bad plans carried out violently often end with good results.
Correct.
There you go.
Yeah, I think you'll see the point of the class as you move through it. Most people don't have a plan, and most aren't executing anything. So still welcome. We're still looking for anybody that's welcome to join the class. We're just moving to next Wednesday. Wednesday will only be our second class. That's at Inverness on the second floor in the conference room. And that's held from 1 to 3:30 every Wednesday. So right now we got our 14 members. We've got 1 week down, 11 weeks to go, and our second class. So we're excited to see kind of what comes out of that class.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I should comment on, I think the quality of that group is just outstanding.
Yep,
just a great group of people. I'm really excited to go through this with them.
Well, I always said we had our other 14 members. We got these members here. A couple hundred out of a couple hundred people. It's hard to believe that people don't really, either they don't understand what's going on, or they just, I personally just think a lot of people have their head in their sand. It's similar to short sales. I just don't think that people really want to face up to what the real issues are and what the real problems are. And we had some people last time, I think, that fessed up that maybe they're just not cut out for this business, really.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, they made that decision. Yeah, because it does make you look at those things.
Yeah, that's a scary thought.
Well, I mean,
that's your profession.
But it's not just, real estate really isn't a profession, and it's a business. This happens to be real estate. If you really look at the class, it makes you analyze. This could be for anything.
Right.
And it all ends up being social issues, I think. So July 20th, as far as our educations and meetings, we have our next broker mastermind is at Highlands Ranch. That's Tuesday. We have a training also on that same day, July 20th, over at Inverness on Outlook and Outlook Web Access, Exchange Server, etc. Park Meadows, July 21st, you have your meeting? Yep. From 10 to 11:30.
Michael Ann from the corporate office will be there to show us the new enhancements.
Yeah, just remind me, because I can get you that, I can get you the demo sign-on too.
Okay.
To look in the back. It's not a big deal.
You.
WRMCON Fast Track this Wednesday, July 21st, 1 to 3:30. Customizing your Metro Broker site. That is a class we teach. Kind of like once you have your site, now what do you do with it? That's on July 15th from 2 to 3 online, also at the Inverness. Got Toastmasters July 22nd, 11:30 to 12:30, Inverness location. And a new class we're adding, we'll have 2 new classes that'll be coming on here, is how to utilize Zillow to bring business to you with their free. They have a lot of free tools, and they also have some pay tools. I'll tell you just from Inman that the people that are using Zillow and using Trulia as far as for what we call the social media communications, transparency and stuff, are doing pretty well, because I think that's what the consumers are looking for out there. People that have a clue.
Very good. Yeah. I'm pretty unfamiliar with that, so I'll be.
That's a webinar. It's going to be at Platt Park. It'll actually be physically taught at Platt and then online at the same time. Good. And by next month, we'll have the Trulia guy coming on down to same thing. He'll probably teach from Platt Park, and it'll be a 1-hour online class on how to use those 2 tools right there.
Excellent.
So I just wanted to recap what people missed this week. They missed CTME contracts. We had a whole thing on how it's integrated with transaction management, how to save time copying from existing contracts and templates, using the templates, how to add buyer's name to all the disclosures in 1 click, and recreating disclosures with seller signatures only if a deal tanks.
Those are all really great tools.
Yeah, and I think I know how to do most of those. I think even the last one there. So if you're not, once again, these classes, they're twice a month, and there's no reason why people can't attend online and in person.
Oh, and they're excellent. They really are, because it's interactive. You got a question, ask the question.
Let me see. No question there. Well, let's just move. Other stuff missed this week is just how to customize your web Metro Brokers site, and really how to add your content pages. And it's unlimited on the content pages you can you can add to your site there. How to become an enhanced user, how to point your domain to it, how to use the blogging platform. There's so many things that are available to the Metro Brokers site that's free that, I mean, most people aren't even really keeping up their old static sites anymore. They wonder if they should get a blog, what they should do. I tell you, one thing they should do is get everything set up that you can get set up on your Metro Broker site.
Yeah.
And that's like your base.
Right. Yeah. Take a look at that and then see how that compares to whatever else you may be paying for. And you may be pleasantly surprised that the free one is the better one.
Yeah. I just think they need to use it as a base site. And then before they start developing other things, other websites, other blogs, they can all be hooked together. That's the whole thing. AccuShow, we're working on that migration right now. Should provide lots of increased benefits, not only to our brokers, but also to our clients out there. Basically, one of the big things is open 8 to 7, and 8 to 6, and 8 to 5 on Sundays. So 8 to 6 on Saturdays, 8 to 7 during the regular weekdays, live representatives during all those times, and once again, it's not like we're eliminating staff. Quite to the contrary, we're trying to get staff to do more effective return on investment activities for the brokers. So it'll also give, you'll be able to send customized blast emails to your previous showings, be able to schedule showings or request feedback online anytime you want. You'll have your very own login sign-in for yourself and for your clients on their individual listings, etc. So there won't be any changes. We're going to be doing all the admin, all the upgrades, putting all the properties up there for the broker, so it should be pretty seamless. And I believe we'll be doing one-on-one sessions with each office on how to use the product.
Perfect.
And of course, Access U2, they were out at Inman looking at all the people that are trying to compete. I'll just tell you this, that there are people at Inman that I know are patent infringements on a number of products. They're using illegal or improperly allocated IDX feeds. And I'm just telling you, don't buy for the charlatans. This Access U2 property by phone is a 6-year company. They have 4 different patents that have been approved and a couple more that are being approved. There's no other product out there like it. There's no other product that basically will fit to size any type of photo that comes over any type of phone versus a little teeny thumbnail. So in other words, even on the new Android, the picture fills the whole thing, and if you turn your screen, it fills the whole screen.
That's unbelievable. Right?
Well, that seems like that should be normal, but it should do that for every phone, every maker, every carrier out there. One of the big changes too is they're actually offering some additional services besides the 12 photos. You can add another 10 photos for 99 cents a month per the listing, which is nice. That'll give you basically 22 photos up there. And the video upload now, you can do up to 2 video uploads per listing, and they're just charging $2.50 a month for each video that's on the site. So if you want to do a video about yourself, your company, your team, a video from your lender, a video from an inspector, a video about the house, you can have 1 or 2 of those up there for just $2.50 a month. And we shall see, hopefully in the next week here, their M-Agent product, which is a property by phone business card thing where you can just have your video and pictures about yourself up there all the time. You can actually send that. Yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, kind of a like $2.50 a month cost feature there, but it's always a live thing for you. So that'll be cool. We'll go over that hopefully next week. So to get your flyers, as of right now, I think you can still go to propertybyphone.com, Metro Brokers. If that doesn't work, that means they've pushed us to the new platform, but I believe they're not doing that till this weekend. So propertybyphone.com/Metro Brokers. You can just order your riders online. They get shipped to your house. Your numbers are on them. Bingo. Get them up on your properties. Get your properties uploaded today. And so now we're just going to go a little bit into Real Estate Connect, San Francisco. I just got back last night. Our flight got in. We got in at like 9 o'clock last night. There were 6 of us that attended this year.
From Metro Brokers.
From Metro Brokers, yep. It was the all-male review.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, there were no just us guys that went.
So that worked out, huh?
Yeah, but I wanted to point out to all our people out there what Inman really is. It is not like a National Association of Realtor convention. It's not a car convention. It's truly an industry information show, as this chart just illustrates right here. I mean, they're saying 40% of the people are from real estate brokerages, but they're all what we call C-level. So a lot of the people that are there from the brokerages are CIOs, CTOs, CEOs, etc.
Yeah, very high caliber group of people.
Yeah, a lot of VPs there, 16% marketing services, about 20% technology and data related companies, 9% media companies, 4% MLS companies that are there. There are quite a few MLSs that attend Inman all the time, 11% other. And most people are there really to learn about new technologies and services. So there are brokers and agents there. There's a lot of managers there, a lot of directors there. So you really get a feel for, I think, what's happening in the industry. Usually, most of the stuff that's at Inman shows up at NAR, CAR 2, 3, 4 years later.
Yeah, yeah.
The social media issues,
Right.
video issues, etc. This year's event, just real quick, was really mobile, local. What was it about? It was like mobile technologies, localism, social media still, mapping. What kind of future do MLSs have? And I think there was a real reserved optimism in the event, you know. No banks were there. We'll talk about that real quick. But on mobile, we've got iPhone, Androids, iPads, and tablets, changing the landscape of these are life-changing applications right now. People don't realize it. 160,000 Androids are being sold every day in America.
That's amazing.
So, and that's fewer than I can't remember what iPhone is, but let's put it this way. iPhone is selling more than 160,000. So if you are still operating on a phone that's not broadband, that's not iPhone or an Android-based phone, right? Trust me, your customers are. That's all I'll say. The customers are. Because there's not that many realtors to be buying 160,000 phones every day.
That's right.
Literally,
That's
it'd be 250,000 to 300,000 smartphones are being sold every day in the U.S. right now.
And things are being built around them. Everything.
Yes, yeah. And that's like the iPad and the tablets that are coming out. Don't count Microsoft out yet. They were there. Microsoft will be a very active player in the tablet, the iPad kind of industry. That is the new mobile computing device. That's really, we're going to be moving to basically all handheld applications that's the future right there, and the apps for them.
Interesting.
Localism, you know, the bottom line is people are tired of being bullshitted by agents, you know. No, I mean, you can see it, right? People are looking for realism. They're looking for real video from brokers. They're looking for photos from brokers about areas. They're looking for real data, real comments, real feedback. That's the consumers are really starting to drill down now. And the success of Zillow and Trulia has to do with those social media forums that agents are becoming involved in. They are answering the questions proactively. That's what consumers are looking for right now. And really, same thing, Facebook is still big. There's some people really pushing that Facebook is bigger than Google. It's not, it's a totally different deal, but Facebook is a very valid, and business pages are very valid in the future. Uber blogging, just the whole transparent feedback and mobile conversations. There's conversations going on right now that I think that's really where the industry is going. People want to know that if they're in short sales or in REOs, or if they work with investors, people I think are going to have to more and more prove it online. Prove it.
Is that right?
Prove
Yeah.
it online. Yeah, that's what people are looking for.
Are you talking like as you're getting rated, or?
Well, there's stuff like
there's
there's a company there called Get Satisfaction. It's an online, basically open forum that you can add to your website, getsatisfaction.com. And basically, it just ties all your social networks together so you can start conversations with consumers. Good, bad, or indifferent. Mapping's still a big thing. Bing and Google are bigger than ever if you haven't been to them. There are so many hidden things that Google's doing on their maps, and the same with Bing. Mapping is huge, and it's still a very important part of real estate search. MLS futures, I think, you know, the bottom line is There's some MLSs that are not necessarily outdated, but they are outdated. There's a lot of competitive or repetitive members, associations, presidents. I think there's a lot of MLSs that are shaking in their boots and really don't know if they're going to have a job or what's going to be going on. Because there's just some things happening out there on national MLS systems that we may not need MLS the way we think we need MLS anymore.
That's interesting. I'd like to talk to you more about that.
Yeah, I mean, we've got, what, 8 to 10 MLSs in our state, depending on how you look at it. They all have somebody running this. They all have somebody running that, right?
It's complicated as it could be.
Yeah. It's incredible. As I was saying, reserved optimism. There weren't any bank speakers per se. We weren't talking about REOs this time, short sales. That was like, I remember 2-3 years ago.
Right. That was half of the conversation was REO, short sale, future of the banking industry.
Yeah, I think what I saw there is people are so excited about all the stuff we have now, right? How everything's starting to come together beyond just a home page and that whole life experience anymore, right? How really social interaction is happening, but yet, you know, we have that on the horizon, the REO short sale world. Another quick thing before we head up or end the show here was lead capture, lead harvest was very big. There's a lot of brokerages that are doing a damn good job with lead capture, lead harvesting on the internet. That's where a lot of buyers are going that you're never seeing. Tom Guest, talked with him. He was just saying there's so much tech, there's so much stuff. It was his first time attending. He thinks it's very easy to be distracted from your core activities. I agree. That's what Double Your Income is about, getting back to core activities. But the choices for technology are coming at us at a fire hose pace almost daily. And this year we had more technology vendors than I've ever seen at Inman. And these are not realtor vendor people, these are technology vendors. There's so many people outside our industry that are changing our industry. Most agents have no idea.
Yeah.
The outsiders have changed our industry.
Hey, real quick, I got a text here or a chat says, do we know what the Sharper agent is going to cost? Can you say?
I seem to think it was something like $14 a month, $12 a month, something like that.
12, 14
I don't know because I wasn't at the contract negotiation, but 14 seems to be in my brain.
And the contract is not signed, or is it?
I believe it was just going back for legal review, so that was it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that was like a 2-year negotiation, so.
Good question, thanks.
Yep. So that wraps up another show here at Smart Office Network TV. We're glad everyone could tune in today. Lots of good information. I'd like to think Metro Brokers is, in fact, Kirby's done some other interviews out there. Trust me, we have the right contract software, the right broker price opinion software, the right websites. We do really have true valuable tools for our members versus smoke and mirrors.
We certainly do.
But but the other thing is, success is your own damn fault. You've got to take the initiative to use the products. So.
True
All
enough.
right, Kirby, thank you.
Thank you, Mark. You have a great weekend.
You bet. I think next week we'll have probably Mark Oreo on, talking about some short sale stuff we're doing with Meridian Title and how you can increase your short sale business. So until next Friday, appreciate everyone tuning in, and we'll see you then, and have a successful week.